Russia. A country so vast that it stretches across 11 time zones. When you hear its name, you might think of snow-covered landscapes, powerful leaders, and global influence. But the history of Russia is not just about power, it's a dramatic story of invasion, revolution, survival, and transformation. The story begins in the 9th century with a federation known as Kievan Rus, founded by Viking rulers. This early state became the cultural and political foundation for modern Russia, Ukraine, and Belarus. But in the 13th century, everything changed when the Mongols invaded. For nearly 200 years, Russian lands were under Mongol control. It was a harsh period, but it shaped Russia into a nation that learned how to endure and survive under pressure. In the late 15th century, Ivan III, also known as Ivan the Great, began freeing Russia from Mongol rule and expanding its territory. Later came Ivan IV, the first ruler to officially take the title of Tsar. His reign was powerful but brutal, strengthening the state while ruling through fear. Russia's real transformation into a European power began under Peter the Great. Determined to modernize the country, he reformed the army, built a navy, improved education, and founded a new capital city, St. Petersburg, as Russia's window to Europe. Later, Catherine the Great expanded the empire even further, turning Russia into one of Europe's dominant forces. But beneath the empire's power, ordinary people struggled with poverty and inequality. By 1917, anger exploded into the Russian Revolution. Led by Vladimir Lenin, the Bolsheviks overthrew the monarchy and established the Soviet Union, the world's first communist state. After Lenin, Joseph Stalin took control. His rule rapidly industrialized the nation but came at an enormous human cost, with millions suffering under repression and forced labor. During World War II, Nazi Germany invaded Soviet territory. The brutal battles, especially at Stalingrad, turned the tide of the war. By 1945, the Soviet Union emerged as one of the two global superpowers, alongside the United States. This rivalry led to the Cold War, decades of nuclear tension, ideological competition, and the space race. When the Soviet Union launched Sputnik in 1957, it shocked the world and proved its technological power. But in 1991, the Soviet Union collapsed. Economic crisis, political instability, and internal divisions brought the superpower to an end. From its ashes emerged the modern Russian Federation. The 1990s were chaotic, but gradually Russia began rebuilding its political and military strength, reclaiming a significant role on the global stage. Russia's history is not simple. It is a story of emperors and revolutionaries, triumphs and tragedies, collapse and comeback. It has endured invasion, dictatorship, world wars, and economic disaster, yet each time, it has reshaped itself and continued forward. This is not just the history of a country. It is a story of resilience, of a nation that may appear cold and distant, but burns with an intense and powerful past. If you enjoy powerful history stories like this, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below which country's history you want to explore next.